All right, what's up, YouTube? This is BoxingWave. So let's do final quick picks for the Oscar Rivas and Dillian White card, okay? Which is actually the undercard is actually showing on the zone right now. All right, so Lawrence Oakley just recently just knocked out his opponent. So the fights are coming up soon. So before I head out, last quick prediction before I head out. Um, so for the Derek Chisora fight against Arthur Spilka. I have Chisora winning. I have Chisora winning by either a late stoppage or on points. I think it could go either way though because it really depends on Chisora. He doesn't show up for all of his fights, so hopefully he's trained and prepared like he did against Dillian Whyte. The Dillian Whyte rematch or whatever. But when he's not on his A game, if he's not on his A game, I could see Spilka winning on points. Okay, Spilka is going to be doing a lot of movement, pop shotting from the outside. Okay, southpaw, so he has a good straight left. But I can't see him really hurting Chisora. Chisora is going to be the aggressor coming forward, straight forward, going to his body and everything. Just try to outwork him. The reason why I'm picking Chisora to win is because I just think Spilka, he gasses out. Okay, once he gasses out, he drops his guard. He likes to lean on the ropes a lot more. When he's not mobile, he's not as good. Okay, so I think Chisora is going to beat him just based on volume. Even if he's struggling early on, which I think he may be struggling early on against Spilka. Um, I just don't expect Spilka to like knock him out. He hasn't looked that impressive. He didn't look impressive against Wok recently, and he hasn't been that active since his losses to Kalinowski and Deontay Wilder. Right, so I got Chisora winning that one either by late stoppage or on points. Okay, uh, next fight. Let's talk Dave Allen against David Price. Another fight where I think Dave Allen is actually going to be trying to move in close. He doesn't really fight on the outside much. He can move a little bit. Um, he's going to be trying to slip shots and counter, try to get in, go to his body, and then go up top and catch David Price with a big shot. And this is why I think Dave Allen's going to win. David Price on the outside is going to be using his reach advantage, his height, and just try to work behind the jab, throw a right hand. If he can hurt Dave Allen, that would be great. But I don't know if he can really. I think he does definitely have power, but I think his power is a little bit overrated. I think on this level. Okay, so I think I expect Dave Allen to get in, dig to his body, and then catch him with a shot at some point and knock him out. Dave Allen's been having a good run lately. I think the only thing is, I think Price. I think the only problem with Dave Allen is that he takes a lot of punishment coming in. All right, he gets hit with a lot of shots. He slips a lot of shots, but he takes a lot of punishment too. Even in his last fight against Lucas Brown, he was taking a lot of punches. It didn't phase him though. So he's a pretty tough dude, and I think I expect him to tough it out and get in and work the body and catch David Price clean up top at some point and knock him out. All right. Um, in the final fight, Oscar Rivas. Kids, listen. Let me say this: Oscar Rivas was probably the most intimidating looking fighter I've seen away in a long time. A lot of guys try to push off and look tough and everything like that. Oscar Rivas, he doesn't do any talking. He just looks like a really bad dude. I mean, I just, me personally, if I had to fight anybody that's a boxer, that's probably one of the last people I would want to fight right now in boxing. If I get into a street or run into any of these dudes, Oscar Rivas is that guy. I would say I don't want to fight that guy. I'll fight anybody else. I don't want to fight that guy. He's very intimidating, and listen, he's a very fit dude, very bulky, very not I won't even want to say bulky, but very muscular dude. Knockout power. We saw what he did to Jennings. Um, that man, listen, I picked Dillian White to win, so I'm going to stick with my guns. But man, stay far, far away from this one as far as if you being a gambling. I don't know, man. Anyone can get knocked out. Anyone can get outboxed. I have Dillian White Me personally, I have Dillian White winning on points. I know he looks a little heavy for this fight. I know he's heavier in this fight than he was previously in other fights. But I can tell you, he's probably didn't want to cut down too much because he wants to be durable. He wants to be able to absorb the punches, and that's the main reason why I think he came in a little heavier. You know, I don't think it's gonna really make a difference as far as having speed and stuff. I don't think he's trying to have speed. I think he just wants to be able to take the shots and outbox him. I think he definitely would probably. I can definitely see Dillian Whyte winning on points, or by knockout. You know, I don't know how tough Oscar Rivas is, but Dillian Whyte is no slouch. He hits hard. He has a crazy left hook. He could punch. But I think Dillian Whyte is going to win on points just because of his volume. I think his volume is going to be the advantage, the main advantage. Oscar Rivas really doesn't throw a lot of punches, and that could be the reason for that is could be maybe his stamina issues. He might have stamina issues, you know, conditioning issues, you know. So haven't seen enough of him to really confirm that, but I know in the Brian Jennings fight, he didn't throw a lot of punches there. You know, he was just looking. He was, just, you know, he would throw some jabs coming in. He definitely works behind the jab. He has a good jab, and he has solid speed, but he doesn't throw a lot of punches. He doesn't throw many, and most of the time when he's not throwing the jab, he's throwing nothing but power shot, big shots, and he was getting Jennings out of there late. But I did have Jennings up on points, just mainly based on activity. All right. So I see Dillian Whyte winning by points, but it's a very dangerous fight. And if Dillian Whyte is to get knocked out in this fight, I will not be surprised, man, because Rivas is a big puncher. He looks intimidating. Looks like, I don't know, he looks like he's not trying to play any games tonight, man. But I got Dillian Whyte, all right? So those are my predictions for that card. And I'll do a separate video now for the Manny Pacquiao and Thurman fight, all right? Peace.